Hi everyone, hope you're all doing well. Strategy versus sabotage. The first one is encouraging over bashing. If someone's being bashful, if someone's really putting you down, mocking you, it's sabotaging because it will make you feel discouraged. You will feel like you might feel like you want to give up. You might feel like, you know what, this is too much for you, and you might just, give up completely. When someone's bashing you, you feel embarrassed, you feel ashamed, you feel discouraged, and you might feel like you just can't do it. So it's so important that being encouraging and just being nurturing and kind and caring is so key because maybe if you're a mentor or you're being mentored or you're being or like you just when it comes to bad advice and someone bashing you, you might have to consider if you want to be around this person. When it comes to someone encouraging you, uplifting you, it's so important to realize if they're being jealous or they're very, they have patience. They don't have patience and they're grumpy, and you have to understand that some people they don't have self-control, and you have to consider who you get advice from. And the second one is bad advice versus wise counsel. You know, um, Sometimes people are trying to sabotage you by giving you bad advice because they're jealous and envious. But sometimes people give you bad advice because they are different to you. They have a different personality, they have different life experiences, and they think they're giving you wise counsel, but it's poor. It's bad advice for you because you're in a different situation, you're in a different environment, you're in a different industry. You're a whole different person to them. And sometimes they feel like they're being helpful, but they're not. We're all going through different life experiences, and it's so important to know that we're all different. And sometimes when someone gives you bad advice, sometimes they are trying to sabotage you and see you sweat because, they feel insecure. A lot of insecure women out there that they'll give you bad advice so you can, look silly, and it makes them feel good seeing someone they're jealous of get humiliated. It makes them feel good, and it's sad reality, but it's true. Um, the third one is exclusion versus invitation. If there was a good opportunity to go somewhere and network and socialize and they exclude you, that's sabotage. They're trying to sabotage you. They're punishing you or they just leave you out. That's sabotage because you could have met people, you could have socialized, but it's like if someone's excluding you from important events and important social opportunities and they exclude you, they either feel threatened by you or you said no. Maybe you have boundaries, maybe you have strong boundaries, and they're punishing you for having boundaries. They're punishing you for not allowing them to control you, and now they just feel like you don't deserve to be part of the clique or be part of the group, and that's sabotage. If someone doesn't want to invite you, you're being your authentic self, you're having boundaries, and you're being your true authentic self, and they don't include you, and that might make you feel discouraged, like, oh, maybe I should say yes more often and move fast, but it's like they're punishing you for taking things slow, and you should take things slow, especially if you're not sure about certain situations. It's very smart to not make quick decisions so quickly, but I think when it comes to being excluded, it doesn't mean that you have to silence your voice, you have to downplay your success, you have to dim your light and say yes to everything and be agreeable. It's just you have to be aware of someone's character. When someone's excluding you, you have to say, okay, that person may be insecure or doesn't like me saying no. That's not the type of person I want to be around, someone that doesn't respect your boundaries. And the fourth one is bad traits versus good traits. If they keep highlighting your flaws and ignoring your good traits, this is sabotage. If someone's really trying to highlight your flaws, we all have different flaws. We have good qualities and bad qualities. If someone just wants to highlight your your bad traits and they're just trying to sabotage you and see you sweat, then this is a red flag. This is like sabotage. And you have to ask yourself if you want this person to be in your life, or maybe you have to keep a distant and distance yourself. Someone that's trying to touch on your weak points and your weaknesses. It's not, that's like sabotage 101. So the last one is copying versus giving credit. Some people are credit seeking a lot and they copy. Sometimes you feel like at first you feel flattered. Sometimes you can feel flattered. Someone's copying you, they've been inspired, but when they start making indirect digs and they're being shady towards you, you might feel like, okay, that's quite harsh. You don't mind people being inspired by you, but when it comes to them making indirect digs and they're throwing shade and putting it down, you might wonder that, okay, this person copying me, but at the same time they're being shady and throwing digs. And you have to understand how dangerous envious people are, and you have to keep yourself a distance. You have to keep a distance, and you have to make sure that you pray, you have to make wise decisions. You don't have to just quickly make a decision right away. They might want things from you and they want you to say yes, but you can say no and have boundaries. It's so important because, some people are getting sabotaged out there because they're quick to say yes and they just say yes to everything. They want to collaborate, they want to social climb, and end up getting sabotaged. There's no such thing as, oh no, I'm going to be forgotten about. No, when God's by your side, God will protect you. People are going to be jealous. You might feel like you can't be successful unless you're social climbing. You can't be successful unless you say yes all the time and not have a backbone. But God will protect you. It's not worth it. It's not worth social climbing if people are insecure, they're jealous, they have no self-control, they're grumpy, they have no patience. It's not worth it. It's not worth it social climbing and networking with people that want to sabotage you. It's not worth it. Work for other people. Everybody has different personalities. Everyone has different life experiences. So when you see clicks, you can be happy for them. You can be happy for clicks because they found their people. They found people they click with, and you can be happy for them. You don't have to start changing who you are because you want to be part of the clique and think that you can't be successful unless you change and you be somebody you're not, and you say yes to every single thing and end up being their maid anyway. You might end up being their Cinderella because you're just copying everything they're doing and you just lose yourself. So hope that helped. Please like and share, subscribe. If you need any counselling or coaching or prayer requests, email me. Thank you for listening.